I got a question for y'all. I had a spirited debate. One thing I love about the end season is end season can turn friends to frenemies, right? I love the debates that we have, especially in season. Love them. So I was having a spirited debate with a friend of mine, and we were talking about Aaron Glenn, okay? And I'm going to let y'all have y'all opinion too. So I want you to listen to what I'm about to say, obviously, right? Because you're watching this video or you got me playing in the car, okay? I want you to put in the comment section your thoughts on this, okay? We're talking about, I'm going to give you both sides, okay? And whichever one you want, it doesn't matter, okay? It doesn't have to be mine. It doesn't have to be his. It can be neutral, whatever you want, all right? Here's the discussion. I am of the mind that Brad Holmes, Dan Campbell, Aaron Glenn are all to blame for our defensive woes, specifically our lack of defensive line depth, okay? The person I was having a conversation with is under the notion that you can have the best players you want, but if the defensive coordinator is bad, then it won't matter, right? So the argument that I had was we got a guy on the defensive line who is becoming that guy. His name is Aiden Hutchinson. Y'all know me. Y'all been rocking with me for a minute. Love me some defensive ends. My favorite position on the field. I just love them. Nick Bosa, TJ Watt, Joey Bosa back in his prime, right? I love defensive ends. I think a good defensive end helps a defensive line and can change games, right? I don't know if it was a defensive end or a defensive tackle that caused Brock Purdy to not be able to throw another pass in the NFC Championship game. So I am under the notion, okay, that we have a developmental guy in Aiden Hutchinson, meaning that he's not there yet. He has all the makings to be the guy, but he can't do it by himself. So it doesn't matter what is happening behind him. He can't do it himself. Now, I believe one of the best defensive lines in football at getting to the quarterback is the San Francisco 49ers. All right? I believe that. On our defensive line, okay, let me see if I still have it pulled up. Our defensive line consists of Aleem McNeil, Aiden Hutchinson, Benito Jones, and one other person. I can't remember. Now, if you look at the San Francisco defensive line, it's completely different, right? So my question to the audience is this. Is it more on the talent that you're working with? Or, okay, let me figure out what I was trying to say. I think we need a dog. I'm talking about rabies, rabbit, dog, or just almost like a Resident Evil dog. For those of you, I'm taking it back to the 90s. Just a dog out of control. Okay? We need a Aiden Hutchinson. He's like a young pup, right? Nick Bosa, TJ Watt, those guys. We need one of them. Two would be even better. And no matter what Aaron Glenn does, this person, his job is to make the quarterback pay, right? That's his job. Doesn't matter what scheme is called. This person's not, he may or may not drop back in coverage. I think I've seen Bosa drop back a couple times. But I believe that whatever doesn't kill you makes you stranger. And also that the Detroit Lions don't have that on their defensive line. They have a guy that's turning into that, but you take him away, and we saw it yesterday. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. We need more. So Aaron Glenn can do whatever he wants, but that defensive line controls the game. They do. And without one, you have nothing. And we saw that yesterday. So the question that I have is, do you feel that it is the lack of pass rushing talent on the Detroit Lions, or it's more of Aaron Glenn and his defensive play calling that is contributing to our lack of getting to the quarterback? That's man, I did that well. That is the question. All right. Leave your answer in the comments below. There is no right or wrong answer, even though we get heated when we talk to each other, but it's all in love. It's all because we want the same thing. I have my opinion. You have yours. And this is a platform for everyone to say what they have to say. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below.